Oh my, it's a loading screen. How delightful. Sup, saps? That's what I'm calling you guys now, saps. Ha ha ha. This is Highwire4. Have we lost in the woods? I just slapped my legs. Don't know why. And we are playing the Stanley Parable. Parable. One of those. So, this is a Half-Life 2 mod, a very interesting Half-Life 2 mod, in that it's also a game experiment. It's kind of like nothing you do in this game will ever matter or change anything. You know, like that's like the whole thing that revolves around this game. You know? And stuff like that just fascinates me. Oh my goodness. You know, when like some kind of like game developer just tries something new, you know? So, I guess we'll go right into it with a new game. Yep. I have no idea what to expect from this at all. That's generally the best way how to play this game, apparently. Dear God, is my computer just overheat much? Over like nothing? Jeez, Mac. Well, you are Mac, so.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor next to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and walked out into the hallway.
Alrighty. Well, looks like we're now boring mundane Stanley. Stanley Stanson, that's his name now. Or it was his name. Who knows? Now, wait a minute. Now, just what kind of... This looks more like a sound console than a keyboard. Just what kind of work is this guy doing anyway? There's a little surveillance room right next to Stanley's place. Oh, that's kind of weird. It's like you're watching the surveillance guy watch you. That's all kind of weird. Oh my goodness! I don't have any feet! Help! Somebody help! Somebody call the ambulance! Oh, well, I guess we better go then.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Oh dear. Oh. Oh, this is employee 424. Oh, he's not there. Aw. Maybe the corporate Wolverines got him.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, did he now? Fascinating. That way looks boring. Actually, that looks even more boring. Why do doors keep closing behind me? What if I just keep disobeying everything? I think I might do that. Yeah!
This was not the correct way to the employee lounge, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. So he turned left at the first open door and walked back in the right direction.
Hey, look at that, just cuts right through. Where'd the music go? Oh, I don't like this. Where did the music go? Oh, I'm not liking this.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey!
Maybe this is why everyone had left. No one wanted to be around someone as bad at listening as him. And since he was walking into the middle of nowhere and thus ruining the entire story, Stanley decided that he would punish himself.
What?
So when he came to the elevator and the doors opened, he stepped inside and pushed the button to go up.
To go up? What? That's the Oh, you sadistic bitch. He wants Stanley to jump. Like hell I'll do that to my new apparently invisible friend Stanley. Oh my god. There were books called Invisible Stanley. Whoa! Wait a minute, I know that announcer voice too. Kinda sounds like that, the narrator from Little Big Planet a little bit. It's kinda neat. Anyway, let's go down.
Oh, Stanley. You know, you really aren't going anywhere, and I don't say that deceitfully. I truthfully mean that there isn't a story down here. The story was back up where I told you to go in the first place. Right now, you're just running around looking at empty halls, and frankly, that's perhaps even more infuriating for me. So why don't you throw me a bone, give me a chance, and just let me tell the story I want to tell,
Maybe I don't want to. You're gonna have to get creative. That's what. Deal with it. Wow, he was right though. These hallways are even more boring.
Now listen carefully. This is important.
Ooh.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Did he now? One door. Two door. Red door. Blue door. Blue door it is!
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I don't give a shit. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, wait. That was not as long as it was. Hold the phone. I really don't want to go down that hallway. But I must. For science.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
The red door? Where'd the blue door go? Is that... It always looks the same. That's so weird. Where's it? Ah, clever girl.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
What? What is...
You see? It's nothing. No one's even built this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. It's just a bunch of skybox and dev wall textures. That's it. Is this what you were looking for? Was it worth ruining the story I'd written out for you?
Yes.
I put a lot of time into that, and now you... Well, here you are now, just looking at nothing.
This is amazing.
To think that that's all I needed to make in the first place, just a whole lot of nothing, and you would have been happy. Well, hey, you still need a little something to do. Am I right? Here, let me load up another map. See if there's something in here that'll keep you occupied.
Oh, dear.
Ah, here's one. Let's boot this up. We'll see if you like it.
Uh-oh. Oh. That was amazing. Oh my god. This is excellent. Half-Life 2. Why are we in... That doesn't sound right at all. Why do I sound like Iron Man walking on anything? That's not right. I can't possibly be Tony Stark because Tony Stark has feet.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? I don't know why it would be. This map wasn't even made for you. At least I created a world specifically with you in mind. I wanted to make you a leading man. This one, well, I'm afraid you're on your own there.
Really? You made the other one just for me? But that one was so boring. Good lord, I'm gonna have to do multiple episodes of this. Oh joy! I love new episodes. It's kind of weird going through here though with no people anywhere.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Really?
He probably only got his job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That, or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Dude, I know you're bitter, but really? Oh my god. What? What? What am I doing? Why am I up there? What am I doing? What am I doing up there? Oh. 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 Look at them trains. Them trains are amazing. Give them a licking. You probably die from gasoline poisoning.
Hold up, Sport. I spent so long talking
Jesus
about
Christ.
you. Why don't we just take a break from that and talk about something else for a change?
God.
Let's see. Well, according to Wikipedia, more than 90% of the night sharks caught off northeastern Brazil contain mercury concentrations higher than that considered safe by the local government.
Oh dear.
Now, this is fascinating. Don't you want to know more about the night sharks? Oh no, of course not. All you want to hear about is yourself, isn't it? Well, fine. You haven't listened to me once so far. I can't expect you to turn that around now, can I?
Stop closing doors in my face. I'm going to shit my bed. I swear. Scaring the crap out of me.
Is this the end of the line? I don't suppose this was a particularly fulfilling experience for you, considering not a single art aspect in this map was created with you in mind. But hey, you're a creative kid. I bet you can come up with a story about this place and why you're in it. And while you're doing that, why don't you think up an ending too? Because you certainly won't find one here. I'm afraid that's the long and short of it. This room and these walls are all you get.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe the story ends when you decide you can't live in this futuristic science fiction dystopia world, and you gallantly commit suicide. Or maybe you stand in this spot for all of eternity to guide and greet other travelers like yourself who pass this way. Or maybe you just get bored and you quit the game.
Lol.
Heck, anything's an ending if that's where you stop playing. But whatever ending you write for yourself, Stanley, you won't have my help. You turned your back on me, and now I do the same to you. So, good luck. I think you'll need it. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Wait, really? You're just gonna leave me? What? Oh my god, seriously? Wow. Wow. Well, this is amazing. He's pretty spiteful, though. What if he's God? That would explain a lot. Did I really not go anywhere? That's very disappointing. Heavily disorganized episode, wasn't it? Yeah, I guess it was. Well, anyway, this has been the Stanley Parable with Highwire4. We're lost in the woods. And, before I just quit this, go to bed, because it is really fucking late. Because of, like, real life stuff that's going on right now, it's gonna be harder for me to update. Like, just, like, this whole week at college, oh my god, this has been the worst week ever. But, yeah, it's just gonna be harder for me to update. I'll keep doing more of these, you know, I'll try doing different things with it. I guess next time we could, just listen to what he says, you know? I don't know. This game is very cool, though. I love it. I think I see what it means so far. I don't know. So, yeah, there should be a new spore up next week. A new one. I'm gonna try to make things more interesting, cut out boring stuff. Sorry, you think after 3 months of this, I'd get the hang of it by now. I don't know. But anyway, this has been the Stanley Parable. Stanley. His game. You should go look it up on Google and download it because it's really neat. Peace out.